What's good, YouTube? Akil here, back with another video, and today we got a very, very special guest for you guys. Two very, very special guests. These are the ATL Flippers. Um, Very, very dope couple. I'm just super glad, super excited to have them here on the podcast. This is one of those things that I've been telling you guys I really want to focus more in 2022. Just really start interviewing different people, really having some good, solid conversations with other people that's in reselling, just entrepreneurship in general, and just people that that I respect, people that I admire their hustle, and stuff that people that I can learn from. Honestly, that's really what it's all about. I'm more like in a master class and y'all just kind of like sitting in on it as well. So without further ado, let me introduce you guys to the ATL Flippers. What's going on?
What's going on? What's up, bro?
What's up?
Everything is good. I'm glad to have y'all on here, man. Thank you for your time.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. We're glad to be here.
That's what's up.
You already know.
So introduce yourselves, let the people know who you are, what you do, and all that good stuff.
Cool. So my name is Derek.
We'll do like how we do on YouTube. And my name is Jasmine.
And we are the ATL Flippers. But yeah, we're full-time resellers on eBay. Mercari, kind of. We haven't really been listing on Mercari in a long time. But yeah, we just resell full-time. We love to show people, what sold so they can learn, from us what items to pick up and what items not to pick up, and everything like that. But yeah, we just, are full-time resellers. We used to be, used to have a 9-to-5, but now we,
fully grinding together,
Right.
And I like the fact that we talk about work-life balance because we'll be celebrating 7 years married this year.
Wow.
Got 2 beautiful kids, and they are downstairs, and they should be behaving during this podcast. So if you hear them turn it up, and I just gotta, you already know.
Right.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah.
7 years. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So let me see. We got some people in the chat. We got some people already showing love. That's what's up, Miss V. Eric and
hey, what's going on, Miss V?
She's on here. We got Jay Rogers on here showing love.
Hey,
that's what's up.
What's up, bro?
What's going on,
That's
Jay?
what's up. We got Shar in here too.
Hey, Shark.
Shar.
Tuesday. 2/22.
Yes, it is a special day, and it's Tuesday. So
And
yeah.
That's a good one. I like that. So I remember I interviewed Derrick. This was last year when I was kind of starting to figure out how I wanted to do the podcast thing, but you was one of the first people on there. And at the time, it was just the ATL Flipper.
Yeah.
Singular, right?
Singular. So now after the growth, after the expansion, after the, after the union, how's business have been going for you guys?
Man, amazing, bro. Like,
great. I mean, he's learning so much. Like, babe, you've come a long way.
Man, whatever.
No, I'm just messing. No, he's been
it's been dope.
Officially holding it down. I think so I came on full time with him back in August. So
was it August or September?
Officially August.
Okay.
Yeah, you hired me August 1. I remember you specifying that.
Yeah, she about to get fired though. She keeps
don't start. I'm about to file a grievance with HR, to be honest with you. But I'm trying to work some things out of Kill. You know what I'm saying? Before I get to that. Yeah. Hopefully they can meet my demands.
But we have a lot of fun, man, for real. Like
we love it.
Yeah, we got our own space, because she can't be around me.
It's not that I can't be around. It's just an environment I like to work in, and you don't normally work in that type of environment. Yeah, and that's all good.
But it's cool because we got our space, but then we come together. We can, go out on date dates.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just going out, having a good time, and while the kids are at school or at their grandparents. And I mean, it's awesome, bro. Like sales have been shooting up for us.
Like crazy.
Yeah, I know a lot of people been saying on YouTube, a lot of resellers, like their sales has been tanking, but ours been shooting up, bro. Like it's been awesome. So,
and I think it just kind of goes to the fact that like we both really understand each other's strengths. You know what I'm saying? So rather than trying to maximize everything in the business, just really letting the other person thrive in that area and just kind of supporting that work. Right. So I think we've kind of hit a good stride when it comes to the business. So, when it comes to like most things like YouTube and Instagram and social media and stuff, that's this guy. Like anything sourcing, if y'all have seen the videos of this guy, he can go in a thrift store in 5 minutes and find like items worth $1,000. And I'll be looking like, I'm still trying to get a good item, you know what I'm saying? But he's a beast at that. So, I love that. Yeah. And, I hold it down when it comes to getting orders out and just making sure the operations of the actual business itself is running at its top level.
Yeah. Because we had to ship, how many items we had to ship today?
I shipped 48 items today.
Wow.
And it's cool because I've recruited our daughter. So I don't even take him anymore to the post office runs. Like our daughter knows what to do. So she'll come with me with the bags. You know, we scan the items, get it in. And
our son, he's 3, right? So Jeremiah, like he'll literally like while we're doing, well, she usually do the packages, but I did some today, whatever. But like he'll get all of the scrappings, all of the trash. He'll put it in the trash can. So he knows when we get done to put in the trash can. He takes the packages and put it all in one pile. So we
have a fully family functioning business. You know, everybody got their roles and assignments and they carry it out, and it's really good. It's really good.
Just about to say that. Speaking of family business, got my wife over here with me too. I know
snap.
Oh yeah. What's up, Dawn?
I'm here. Hey guys.
Hey,
what's up?
What's up, girl?
Hey. So it's been a minute since I had Dom on the channel, but you know, since I had the ATL Flippers in the building, have my wife on here too, since we talking family business.
Oh yeah. Listen, she's holding it down with that new momhoodness.
Girl.
Yes, like
How is it for y'all?
Man, it's been real. Been real.
Have y'all gotten a full night's sleep yet? Or y'all still in that like 2-3 times a night getting up?
Well, yeah, about 1.5.
Okay.
She'll sometimes soothe herself back to sleep. It still wakes us up. So like we'll wake up and the kid will be like, no, give her a second. Like let her do her thing. So like last night was a good example. It was like 4:35. She popped up, I popped up. And the kid was like, no, we're like let her try.
And it's tough. It's tough, you know, because you be ready to I'm the same way. But
I hear it before, like I hear her neck just roll. I'm like, oh, I'm up. I'm ready. So
I think that's every mama girl, so I understand.
Yeah, man. For me, it's been, like I said, it's been real because, I mean, Derek, you know, when it comes to having your systems and like doing the same thing for so long, that now when you have a child, you have to adjust. Like there's no, oh, let me just wait a while, or shoot, let me fix this when she gets older. It's like you have to adjust everything now, and it just came and hit me like a ton of bricks. So I'm just now catching my stride and like trying to stay disciplined.
Yeah.
That's the word for 2022. Staying disciplined. Like y'all know I got the consistency shirts. I ain't got
I was just about to say that. That's perfect.
But discipline is where it's at for me right now.
I would say I'm proud of us though. I think she's about to be 6 months next week, and I think we're for new parents by ourselves. We don't have family out here. I think we're doing all right. And I think we adjusted a little bit, not as quickly as I would have liked to, but I think we're still right on track for what we need to be doing. So I'm happy.
Yeah, and it's perfect because like y'all got the new house, then had the baby. Like,
listen, we found out we were pregnant 2 days after we moved in the house. And then we launched the flip narrative a week before we had Sage. I don't know what we think times. I really don't. I don't know what we be thinking. This year 22, his word of the year is discipline. My word is just slowing down, like just enjoying the moment. Like I don't want to think about 3 years from now, 5 years from now. I'm just trying to think about this year and just be in this moment.
Just being present in the moment.
She's 6 months now. It's already like she don't even like cuddling me the same way anymore. I'm like,
oh girl, don't it hurt your heart? Like our son, he'll be 4 in October, but you know, when we were home with him and stuff like that, like he's just not the face. I can do it myself, mom. And I'm like, well, are you sure? You sure you don't need any help? Because no. Like he's in that whole like myself mode. Like even holding hands up the stairs and down. He like, no, ma, I got this. And I'm just like. And Derek will be like, stop babying them. And I'm like, whatever. Fine. Okay. But
he's 3 now, man. You gotta let that man.
It still hurt my heart though. I know. I understand. I understand
it's
the
like
principle.
she carried him for 9 months. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
and nursed him till he was like 1, you know, like literally I was working my 9 to 5. I would leave work, go to the daycare, like do the nursing with him, then go back to work and go into meetings. Like I did that straight for a year.
Thank God, you know, we don't have any milk, man, because
that's a whole second, third job.
Like legit. But it's cool though. So I'm glad to hear y'all like hitting that stride. And it's no perfect formula, man. Like when it comes to business, parents, I mean, even parenting, you know, like it's not a secret formula, but I think, like you said, just being consistent and being disciplined and just intentional. Like literally today, I just got back, me and my daughter, we do a mommy daughter date every year where we go get a hotel, we go get our nails done, we do our hair. And so we literally just got back today.
Yeah, and they spend a lot of money, what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Well, sales have been good. God is good. So, we had to celebrate, but that's something we do every year where I'm like, no boys allowed. We just go to the hotel, and she loves it. Like she literally
she does,
eats it up. So kind of like what you're saying, Dom, just being intentional in those moments, especially as they get older. Because see, our daughter, she's 12, so that's a whole other ball game of preteenness.
I'm enjoying this moment.
You saw the face.
I know some of the people in the chat who got kids. They know.
They know. So
yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah, man. That's. I'm really just trying to enjoy these times now. While she's small, while she's not talking, while she's like just she's still
not walking yet. Yeah.
Right, not walking yet. Like this is. I understand when people say this time is so short, and some people say this is like the toughest time, but for me, I'm just trying to enjoy it because it'll be over before you know she'll be grown and doing her own thing.
Helping us with the business. I was walking in as y'all were talking about it's a family business. I'm excited for Sage to be helping with she obviously not too much with the wine yet, but throw that trash out.
Yeah.
And that's dope because y'all can pass that down to her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the biggest. That was like the main reason for even starting another business outside of the reselling, because with the reselling, especially at the stage where I'm at, it's just still a lot of manpower where it's like running around and going to this thrift store, going to this thrift store. But with the wine, it's different. She can learn more about the ins and out of business and then do whatever she want to do with it and take it to the next level or sell it or whatever.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, how about y'all? How do y'all see, like, what's the plans in the sense of like building that? Because I know everybody's passionate about generational wealth right now. It's kind of like a trendy hot topic thing, but I know for us, it's been the thing. You know what I mean? I know how y'all are. It's been the thing. How are y'all like, considering eBay and reselling as a whole to building that generational wealth?
Yeah, so I know one thing, and I know we talked about it before, but like real estate. Getting some real estate, but really building up because we're we don't have a job or whatever, so building up our Roth IRA, our investments and stuff. So really just putting stuff aside for our retirement. Right. You know what I'm saying? But also building the eBay business. Like I shared with you, we'll be getting a addition to our house soon. So it's like because we've literally are out of space here, So it's like we want to build the eBay business where we're not just making, $100,000 plus, but making $300,000-$400,000, I'm saying, reselling whatever. So it's like now we can just, pay cash for another home if we need to, or I'm saying, where we're not taking out all these loans and owing all this money, but it's like we're the bank.
Right.
If we want to take money from ourselves, we can take money from ourselves and buy some land or whatever, So we have. Like we definitely gonna get that. Like,
yeah. And then I think on the other side too, it's like we're also showing our kids and giving them the knowledge of how they can empower themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have the practical side of like, yes, we're putting money aside and we're working on the addition, we're adding value to our home. But like even for our daughter, for instance, like she came to us a few months ago and wanted to start a jewelry business, doing little bracelets and necklaces for her friends at school. So that was one of the things we encouraged her with. And literally like she got the charms and stuff and she started making it. And I remember she came home one day, was like, I made a sale, guys. And we were like, okay, girl, did you get real money? And she put out money and she got it. And it was just really dope kind of seeing her from that standpoint. Like she hired her best friend as her assistant.
Yeah. And she said she's going to pay her 15% commission.
Yeah, for recruiting and getting other little, like she had a whole plan together. And I'm like, these kids pay attention. They really do to what you do as well. So I think that's just another aspect of like allowing our kids to see us kind of growing in business. And, like even for our daughter, like she hears us have conversations, like when we're strategizing about what we're doing for the week, or if we're talking about a video or different things like that, like letting her see that. So it's like, hey, like literally today, when we came home from our girls' day, you want to tell them?
Oh, no, you can.
So her and her friend across the street, they were outside riding their bikes. And then that turned into them making a movie. however kind of way. And so her and the little girl got phones, and they like made this whole little short
and it's
film.
nice, bro. Like different angles, the transitions.
They did it in iMovie. Literally, she showed us, and like it was really good.
Really good.
And we were like, that would actually be kind of funny if y'all did a YouTube channel, but just certain things like that, where it's like, man, these kids really do watch and listen, and it's limitless with their generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to work a 9 to 5, you ain't got to work a 9 to 5, but you got to hustle. You know what I'm saying? You got to be disciplined, like you said, and consistent in what you're doing. But
building up that wealth where we can, you know, pass down. Because I know, like in the, you know, in our community, like in the Black community, a lot of wealth is not passed down, but it's passed backwards. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like when the parents get older, like the kids taking care of the parents. You know what I'm saying? They can barely take care of themselves, but it's like it's supposed to be the other way around. You know, where it's like the parents are passing down wealth or passing down whatever to the children.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's true.
You know, that's something that we want to do, you know, for our children.
Yep.
That's beautiful. I love that, because like you said, with this generation, the difference for them is that not only are they seeing it with y'all, but it's everywhere now. Entrepreneurship is just in your face everywhere you go.
Right.
So
right.
by the time your daughter, in the next 6 years, by the time your daughter's 18, whether or not she wants to go to college, she might have a whole game plan on how she want to, you know, what she wants to do in her life.
That's true. And that's our thing. Like, it don't have to necessarily be college. You just got to have a plan, you know, and we're going to work in and we'll support you through it, but you ain't just going to be sitting down doing nothing.
Oh,
we ain't about to do that. Okay.
That's not when your parents, but that's the thing too, because when your parents hustle and you see them put in the work, she won't even have that ability to just sit down.
She's already making bracelets at 12.
Come on,
I'm telling you, like literally, she's just, you know, so I think for us as parents now, it's like, you know, we always say like, we're trying to put our kids in the best environment to thrive. So if we see a skill set, if we see a talent or whatever, like literally she was doing competitive cheerleading, and we went right from that into JV basketball. Like she has her last game of the season this Saturday. But she, you know, of course, when this guy injured his Achilles, and thank God he's doing better. But when he went down, you know, that was an angle where we were like, you know what, let's really support our daughter with basketball, which is something she's been wanting to do, you know? So I think that's just the good thing as a parent, is like when you start to see those little glimmers in your children, it's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? We have the freedom. We're not tied down to a 9 to 5. So you can't have the flexibility of going to practice or picking her up or volunteering at the school. So it's like,
and even showing, and showing our kids, man, like marriage, like a healthy marriage. Because like
that's
one.
So many young people, man, like they really don't even believe in marriage no more. They're like, you know, what does a ring got to do with it? Like, or what is a piece of paper? You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's like a lot of, you know, our generation, and even, you know, the new kids growing up, whatever, they're not seeing like a healthy marriage or whatever. So it's like outside of the business, that's cool. But it's like, as parents, man, we want to be successful parents and raising our children where they can see what a husband is. They can see what a father is, what a wife is, what you know, what a mom is. So that's like our goals for real, man.
That's like top of the list for me, because I know generational wealth, most people think money. Like when you think of that, you think something that has a value of money that you can pass down. But just for me, that's the top of my list. Seeing a happy married couple, seeing healing, seeing all those things that we didn't. I don't know about you guys. I mean, I speak for you, but then I didn't see growing up. So it's one of those things that's the top of my list, and that's what I thrive for with Sage. Granted, we got plenty of time, but it starts now. Like it starts now, where Kill gets on my nerves, and I know I get on his nerves, and we wait for Sage to sleep, then we talk about it, and it's like she don't know yet, but eventually she will. So just setting those habits now from early are really important.
That's so good. That's so good.
This is everything. I did have a question though. What, Jasmine, what were you doing before reselling?
Well, so before reselling, I was actually working as a director of admissions at a Bible college here in Atlanta. But my experience, like I have years of experience in the nonprofit higher education realm. So whether it's working in high schools, you know, I used to work with seniors and like helping them get into college. Then I worked at the college as a recruiter and really kind of man that. And then I had my own team where we were doing admissions and managing multiple campuses. And then I was like a lead international student advisor. So I was helping international students with getting the visa to come into the US to study.
So in a nutshell, she ran the college.
I really did love what I did. You know, it wasn't, I think honestly, what took me so long to come full time with him is because I really did love what I was doing. You know, I love the people, I love the team, the students, you know, it was amazing kind of working in that environment. And so I think, you know, for me, it's like I had a great career, but at the same time, it was very demanding and it was very taxing. And, you know, the higher up you go in leadership, you know, the more responsibility, the more weight, the more they expect from you. And the thing was, I was doing it. Like I was handling my business, but it was a large toll, you know what I'm saying, on me, on my time, on supporting him. So, you know, just kind of came a point in time where I knew that my season was coming to an end, you know, working at the college, even though like they were really trying to groom me to be a VP. But I was like, bro, if it's like this as a director, I can only imagine, you know what I'm saying, on a VP level. Like,
you was going to be like the only VP, vice president.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I mean, and I was like the youngest director. So I was just like, I ain't trying to do all that. You know what I'm saying? And so
she was so, and just to add, she was so good, man. Like the college literally paid for her to get her master's.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to lock it up.
Like, I mean, and side note, I did finish my master's. So I actually just finished this past December. So I'll be celebrating graduation. We'll be going to Virginia in May. So I'll still, you know, celebrate. I did get the degree. That they paid for. So you know what I'm saying? I still take that. But yeah, I think the freedom and flexibility I have now in reselling and even the things I learned, like as a director, those are the different things that I'm bringing into the business, you know, like working with my husband. So it's not like I just throw those skill sets away. It's just, I just channel it into what we're doing with our business. And I think that was one thing I appreciate about Derrick, that when I was kind of in that season of, I felt like it was ending, but honestly, like I was looking for another 9-to-5 job because I'm not as adventurous as him. Like I need to know I'm gonna have my money at this point in time, and that's me. Like I'm the organized, like make it make sense for me. If it don't make sense, I ain't trying to hear that. You know, but when I was in that season, I did start interviewing, and I had some opportunities that fell through, and I had some opportunities where they did want me, and I just didn't have peace about it. And I remember that the last job I was kind of holding out for, it was a job working and pairing like international students with American families. And I was like, man, this is so dope. Like they get to go in the homes and I'll be coordinating. And they turned me down. You know, I was like the top 2 candidate. And literally the lady called me who interviewed me and was like, I don't know what's in store for you next, but I just know it's so much bigger than what our organization can offer. Literally, this is what the lady who interviewed me called and said to me when she rejected me. She was just like, it's just not, and I don't think it would be fair to hire you because I just think it's so much bigger than what you would be doing with us. And I remember calling Derrick and I was like, babe, you know, they said no. And he was like, well, babe, let me know how I can support, you know, because I was driving at the time. And so when I got home was when he was like, have you ever thought about coming full time with me with the business? He was like, rather than giving your skill set at another company, why not put it in our household? Why not put it in our business? Why not build with me? Because it's not just building for a business, it's building for our family, it's building for our children, it's building for our future. And, you know, I was like, every now and then you say stuff that really makes sense. Like really, really, every now and then. And that was
we're gonna have to talk off camera. But
yeah, we're gonna have to talk off. I got you, girl.
But you know what I really did though, for real, is that like as Christians, like we believe, you know, what the Bible say, right? So like God says He created women, or not women, but He created He gave us wives, right, to be our helpmates, right? So like when she left her job or whatever, like I just went and was praying, was like, Lord, like I need my wife, like she has different gifts and talents that I know that we could use in the business, you know, and I just really just prayed, and you know, it was really God that closed them doors
and to them,
you know, everything like that. So it's like,
and it worked out. And then there were some, like I said, that did offer, and I told them no. I was just like, this is great, it's a great pay raise, but it's just, I don't feel peace about it, you know? But when he said that about the business, and, you know, I really kind of sat with that for a minute. And the more and more I thought about it, I was like, man, this is everything that I want. Like, the financial security is there because, you know, he's done a great job with building that foundation for the business. And then the freedom and flexibility with my schedule to be more available for my kids, our kids. That's there, you know what I'm saying? And then there's also some other projects of things I've been working on while I was working my job. And, you know, I really feel like God was like, this is your time to focus on that, support your husband. You got the flexibility. You got, like, what more do you need? You know, it's almost like it was right in my face the whole time. But, you know, at that right moment was when it really came full circle. And so that's kind of been the journey. And, you know, that's when we started doing the YouTube together even more. And really, y'all saw the videos where we had to do a full overhaul, clean sweep of the office, and that was fun, wasn't it, babe?
Yeah. I specifically remember when Derek was like, "Yo, I got so much stuff everywhere. I got this room full. I got this room full." And now just look at it. Now it's like super clean, super organized.
Like, and it's still a work in progress, Akil and Dom. I ain't gonna lie to you. But from where we came from, and I think that's why we're talking about the addition, because my thing is Atlanta, we have the blessing of having a lot of inventory, you know, like he has a great eye. And Atlanta, like we do have a lot of great areas that you can go to and really load up if you want to, but we only have so much space, you know what I mean? And I think I'm really big with the family. It's like we have to have our living space. Like this is not a warehouse. This is a household and we're running our business. But you know, the addition really made sense because it's like we still want to grow and scale the business because, you know, reselling is very lucrative. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that from a numbers person. Like, it makes sense.
And it's crazy because, like, I was just, like, thinking, like, man, it'd be dope, man, if we had, like, an addition. And, like, how God just lined it up. Like, I told you on the call, Akil, you know, with Derek and Bounty, whatever, like, how, you know, how much we paying for it. But, like, one of my best friends, his pastor, like, literally builds additions. That's what he does. And like the price quote he gave us, whatever, was just like crazy.
Yeah, compared to what we were anticipating.
He was like, you know, I know y'all, man. I know what y'all doing, man. Like, I just want to, you know, come and help out, whatever. And I'm just like, man, it's crazy, bro. But it's like really, like this year, man, God really just been showing me like I need to like continue to submit to Him. You know what I'm saying? And seek Him first, and He's gonna open up all them doors. And I'm literally like before my eyes, bro. Like I'm seeing it happen, man.
That's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like people literally, bro, like calling me and like, hey man, you know, we got a whole bunch of inventory. You know, we just want to, you know, hook you up with some. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like blessing us, bro. And it's
especially
it's
like
awesome,
with
man.
his injury. And like for those that follow the channel, y'all know like he ruptured his Achilles back in November. Like, and we talking about his right leg, meaning he can't even drive. So even if he wanted to go pick up inventory, like I would have to be there with them. And so it's like what seemed to be a setback was really a setup, you know, how I see it, because that's what kind of opened up the doors for people to be like, man, he's been so consistent before. We're going to make sure we look out for him, you know, whether it was them having sympathy on him with the knee scooter. They would see him coming around the corner with that knee scooter and the ladies in the back be like, let's help him out. Like, hey, however you get it, but it's been working for us, you know, and
it's dope, man.
You know, I see the light at the end of the tunnel now because he's like in regular shoes, and the doctor literally just gave him the green light last week to start driving small distances.
Yep.
You know, so
I don't even know if I can anymore, bro. Like, you know,
we're gonna take it slow. Yeah, we're gonna take it slow.
Yeah.
Like I say, if you don't have to drive, I mean, by all means, just
no, don't start putting in.
Thank you, Don. Thank you. Thank you.
Literally behind that wheel.
Right. Says the one who's been holding it down. So I'll go from shipping orders to picking up from basketball practice to going to the grocery store to going to get him something to eat and then doing it all over again and picking the kids up.
She come home be knocked out. She be snoring and everything, man. She's not playing.
I don't snore, baby. And this was all while I was in my last semester of grad school. So it's like I'm in my last semester grinding. And so, but you know, I say all that to say, like, going back to what you said, Akil, about discipline. Like there's a quote that I read that's so good, but it says you're not always going to be motivated, which is why you got to learn to be disciplined, you know? And so for me, like that was kind of a driving force for me. It's like, I don't have to feel it to still get the work done or to still get the job done. You know what I'm saying? And that's really where your strength lies in being disciplined, especially in those moments when you ain't feeling it, you know?
Yeah, that's when it counts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And y'all dropping, y'all preaching today.
Yeah.
Y'all preaching
Just
today.
telling you what we know. Just telling you what we know.
So how's you said you on the way back to 100% with the leg?
Oh yeah, like, I can't, like, right now I'm doing therapy. So in therapy, he has me like walking on my tippy toes just to strengthen up, but I can, it's getting stronger, but it's still hard for me to like walk on my right tippy toe. So, because that's the whole calf muscle. So it's like I got to strengthen up the Achilles, and then it goes up to the calf muscle. So yeah, it's getting better though.
I know you ain't never playing basketball again now.
Oh, I'm done, bro. Like, I'm done. Like, dumb. I'm done. When I say I'm done, like, I'm finished.
Be done. We were just driving the other day around this real nice park, and a kid was like, "Oh, hoop dreams." He instantly was like, "Nah, Derek." And I was like, "No,
the thing is, once you start to get a little older, you'd be like, "Oh, I used to do this. I used to do that," and it's just like, you know what? I'm not 21 anymore, and I'm not no more. Like, if I hurt myself, I'm not about to bounce back up. Like,
that's
true. If I fall, I'm gonna probably stay there for a little bit. So
right. And my thing, like with Derek, is like he don't have nothing to prove. You know, I think that's the thing. Like when you get older, because he's had a great career with basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like from playing on his high school team, they won the state championship in Georgia. Playing on the college team, they won the championship. Like his college retired his jersey. Like you average what, like 30 points?
Close to 30, 26 a game.
Yeah, like 26 points a game. So it's like he had a great career. So let's just let it be that.
Right.
Let it be that.
Let the jersey hang in the rafters for real now.
Like legit, it is.
So Kill, you might like for real, Kill, you might be able to beat me now.
Bro, when I tell you, my thing is how I beat anybody who I'm playing, everybody just get tired way before me. So I might have you at a game might be 12, you might have 11, and I might still just,
come through.
Yeah.
Don't even gotta test that out.
We're not even gonna do that because I feel, bro, I'm not getting up. I'm screaming.
Yeah.
I'm not getting up. So I know you started off the combo. You was talking about eBay and Mercari, not so much Mercari. You're thinking more so just sticking to eBay, or you about to do Poshmark now, or what's the game plan?
Yeah, so we talked about using List Perfectly. Once we get the addition, just because we'll be having like right now, because we're like fast flippers, so we like getting items and getting out. We don't like items just sitting.
Yeah.
But we also don't want to like tank the market either. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, we just get the items, we flip it fast, whatever. So it's like if we're thinking like if we're flipping items like this on eBay, what if we get them cross-listed on Mercari and Poshmark?
And I think just understanding different platforms have different niches, you know what I'm saying, and different emphasizes. Like we saw, what was it, like a telescope or something the other day? It was like a big item, but it probably would have been better to sell it on like Facebook Marketplace for what we had to pay in shipping. You know what I'm saying? So I think just kind of looking at, do we have to sell everything on eBay? Because sometimes the back end costs kind of, it makes it like for all the effort that you put into it. So I think that's kind of our thing, is like, let's try these other platforms just because it may be a little better. Because even Marketplace, for instance, we really don't sell on there. Not like we can't sell on there. It's just, it hasn't really been our bread and butter, but we haven't really listed on there. So, well, we're just kind of open. Once we get the space and the addition to the house, our thing is like, hey, let's try all avenues. You know what I'm saying? Because eBay is just one platform that you can get income from. But imagine getting multiple checks from all these platforms, because we got the inventory.
And really, it's like her just organization skills and administrative skills. Like she'll really be focusing on like the cross listing and all that stuff. While I focus on the thrifting, YouTube and everything like that. But we'll be doing it together. But just having our own own section in the business that we that we handling.
Right. Yep. That's really good. I think that's something that we really trying to figure out now. You know what I mean? Really trying to hone in on our strengths and like really with the wine business, specifically in the sense of like, what am I really good at that can make sense where it's not, a challenge. You know what I mean? Because kind of like you guys were saying, some people literally just gifted with certain skills where it's like for her talking to people and just, the whole, not necessarily like networking, but literally just like being a host and inviting. Like that's all day.
Promoting, recruiting, just engaging.
For me, I'm a little rough around the edges. You know what I mean? I'm an acquired taste. You know what I mean? So,
Dom got that finesse. That's what you said.
You know what I mean? So it's like I know I'm more like an operations person, and I'm like the fine tooth things, like the very intricate details that really make the big picture.
Yeah,
that's more so my strengths. But we still figuring it out.
Yeah,
I think the hard thing is just the fact that you do focus on the reselling the eBay, which of course makes perfect sense because that's where our primary household income comes from. So it's like I do want you to focus on that, but I think let's try to figure out how to bring in the wine too, where we can both have our strengths shine, because it's just tough. And Sage, that's the biggest.
Yeah.
Sage is just Sage. Like she's in for a nap right now, and I'm shocked she's sleeping this long. That's why I was like, I'm probably not gonna be able to hop on, but she's knocked out, so I'm gonna just sit on in here with y'all.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I think mastering that schedule, and honestly, that's something we're still going through, because our schedule kind of got thrown up when he had physical therapy. So it's like, whereas we were getting a schedule, now when he has it 2-3 times a week, then it's like certain days we go to the thrift store, certain days we don't. Certain days our daughter has practice, certain days. So that art of like really having a schedule for your business is so crucial. And, honestly, we're still kind of navigating that. Yeah. But I think once we find that sweet spot, because one thing like we had talked about for us at least is we have to look at it like we have 2 businesses. Like you have YouTube and you have eBay. And you want to equally give attention to it, and you don't want to overdo like 70% here and 30% here, because you're going to feel it one way or another. And like you said, like eBay, that's how we pay our bills, like the actual business. But YouTube is the side that we really are trying to build and focus on to educate people, to show people, to really kind of master that arena as well. So we had to have that conversation of like, what does our time look like? What do we want to invest? You know what I'm saying? And what does that look like? So even now we have certain days where it's like, hey, we're going to shut down. We're going to focus on recording videos today, not so much the business. So on those days, like I know the day before, I'm going to load up with putting orders together. So I ain't even got to worry about nothing for the business that day. You know what I'm saying? So that way you just kind of have that freedom to like really give your time and energy into whichever that area is that you're focusing on.
And y'all know what's crazy about her? It's like she likes to list.
Yeah, I do.
Like it's in clothing. Like one of the things that like most resellers don't enjoy. Like she'll list she'll list a ton of clothing.
Yeah.
Measurements and all. And I'm over here like, praise God. I'm gonna keep getting jackets, keep getting clothes. Not playing, but
I mean,
that's the best part about it. When it's both of y'all, and if it's not gonna be a struggle for one, that's where you can flip with the other. That's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So we got a question from Samantha Andrew. She asked, what strategies do you all use to hit your monthly targets? That's a good question.
It's real good.
Yeah, so we're actually working on our, we got a board in here.
Yeah.
And we haven't, I know Akil, you got your board and everything, but we really haven't got the, certain people list, you know what I'm saying? Like every day, there's 10 items, 20, whatever. We don't necessarily have that. Like, that's why we're still trying to work out our whole schedule and everything. So it's I
think when targets, at least a month, a week, we know, okay, these are our targets we want to hit per week. And I think, maybe because of course we're balancing the business with our household and paying bills. So there's a certain target that we want to make sure we hit to pay bills, and then also have excess for inventory, then have excess for savings. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of times our targets more so look practical for our household, just because, there are things each week that we're looking to hit to make sure that we have what we need and we have more than enough.
Yeah. But one thing we could, really work on is breaking it down, to the T. You know what I'm saying, of what we need to do, which will help. But I mean, and
eBay is good too, because I know we follow Samantha, even the 90-day total in eBay and certain things like that. There are certain ways where you can look at your targets and say, man, how have we done these last 90 days in our sales, and just kind of doing those benchmarks. So that's one thing we're kind of honing in on. So let's say the first of every month, we look at our numbers from the previous month. You know what I'm saying? So it's Yeah, like, and we've done that, you know, where I'm like, okay, babe, we had a slower month or a slower week. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was going on that week, you know, and really just trying to adjust or do what we need to do so it's a little bit better the next week. But I would definitely say just kind of having those benchmark dates. So if it's first of the week, if it's first of the month, if it's whatever, the 15th every month, we're just going to sit and we're going to look at, you know, how we are. Because I think for me, it's important to just see your growth and see your progress. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all see, she's an administrator.
Yeah, I mean, like I do have like, you know, our little spreadsheet. So, you know, I put the numbers in there. Like I want to know what we take home after eBay fees, after shipping fees, after all the little extra stuff. Tell me what we got. Okay. Don't tell me all the fluff stuff. Tell me what we have. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that helps to make it real. It makes it practical. So I know, like, okay, yeah, it may have been $4,000, but once you take everything out, you're talking about $2,900. Cool. That's where we at. You know what I'm saying? That's the number I want to hone in on.
Yeah.
So,
that was one thing that I know I started from the wine business early. I know with the Kill, like I was coming and helping him after year 3-ish or something. Like he's just about to hit 5 years on the 24th. So congrats.
Congrats.
We are celebrating. We gotta get Sage to take another nap so we can do that. But that was something that I know I really wanted to focus on heavy for the wine business from the very, very beginning. I was like organization. So that way it's just easy. And every sale, every event, everything that happens, it's so detailed to the point where the very last one, it subtracts, it adds, it all that good stuff. I'm like, okay, that's what I made from that sale.
Yes.
I get so excited. So I'm right here with you.
It's the little things that count down. I'm telling you, those type things, makes me happy.
And I think honestly, if you're not tracking those things, you don't really have a business. It's a hobby.
That's safe. Well, that's my time. It was good talking.
Yes, so good talking. Bye.
Thanks, Dom. But yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, if the way how I view it, at least, it's very easy to just have a hobby and just say, okay, I sell on eBay, because most people, they sell on eBay as a hobbyist. They just trying to clear out their closet. So they're not tracking the money because they're still excited that they got anything back from something that they sold.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's the big thing for me. Now, every month, the way how I track targets, I'm more so focused on the weekly goals. I try to make sure I'm listing at least 10 items every day. Some days I might list a little more if I find a bunch of stuff. Yeah. But just like I was saying before, with the discipline, it's like, regardless of how my day works out, there's literally 3 things I know I'm going to do every single day. And even if it's small, those 3 things is listing, going to the gym, and being with Sage for the morning. Like those 3, no matter what, this is going to happen.
Yeah.
And everything else kind of, falls into place.
That's good. That's real good.
That's good.
Yeah.
You got Jay Rogers. He says, I have an app that plans each week from sourcing and listing to tallying sales and days to drop prices.
Oh,
that's
cool.
Nice.
You got to share that app, Jay.
All right, share that app, brother. Please.
What you using? What you rocking with?
Yvette says, as each of your businesses grows, how will you plan time for each other and vacations? That's a good question. I could take that one first. So with the planning, the time, and the vacations, I told Dom in December, my plan is every quarter to do, because we do the date nights every week, like try to make sure that, and then every month we take a trip. Like it don't have to, not every month, but every quarter we take a trip.
Yeah. So
we just got back from Vegas for Valentine's Day. In January, we went to Sedona just to get away.
Yeah, that's dope.
Those 2 trips kind of came quick. So next quarter, I don't know if we'll still do it, but we have to like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think for us, I guess like natural family life kind of embeds vacation time, for us a lot of times. Like we just did a video where Derrick's uncle had his 60th birthday in Alabama. And we turned it into a third thing, but it was really vacation.
Yeah, spent some time with Derrick and Regina.
Yeah, that was great. Like linking up with them. Like I said, I'll be graduating in May, and so we're turning that into a vacation of going and we're flying up to Virginia with the family. We got an Airbnb. We're gonna enjoy. Yeah, and we're gonna end up with the graduation party at the house. When we fly back in. So I think, you know, our schedule kind of naturally, like even our daughter, when she was doing competitive cheer, we were in Chattanooga, you know what I'm saying, for competition. So it's like we have a lot of things kind of embedded throughout the year, but definitely on like a micro level, just being more intentional on like that weekly thing or the monthly thing. Like that's something we do have to get better at. Like I said, I think our schedule is just now kind of starting to level out, you know, from all the craziness that we had going on. But yeah.
And I think a lot of it too was because you were transitioning from having a 9-to-5 to now coming, you know, in the business.
Yeah.
So that plays a major part in it too, where it's like now we still early on in this thing, but I mean, we're doing good and we enjoy it, whatever. So it's like, you know, we gotta, you know, go somewhere, we want to go somewhere, we can do it.
Yeah.
You know, nothing's on his back.
I ain't got to request time off. What do I, babe? I got to request
sometimes. Depending on what it is.
Right.
If it's for my benefit, and then you can not play.
He's like, give me 2 weeks notice. I got
right.
I need at least 60 days, man. You know,
60.
Okay. Duly noted, babe. Duly noted.
That's big, because the thing is, for the planning of vacations and the date nights and all those things, one thing that I realized about myself, I was a great like entrepreneur in the sense of like hustling and getting it done and staying consistent, but I was a terrible boss to myself. Like I didn't give myself any breaks. I didn't give myself a vacation.
Yeah.
So I noticed that last year and the effects that it had on me, and I was like, yo, I'm forgetting that I am my own boss. If I need to take a day off, do that. I don't have to ask for it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But it was that guilty feeling of like, oh, I didn't do anything today. But you did so much yesterday and so much for the whole month. You know what I mean? So
right. I agree with you 1,000%.
Yeah.
Akil.
That's how I was, Just
grinding,
Yeah.
And it's cool because it's like, you know, when you have the weight of the business, you know what I'm saying? Especially like before I came full time with him, like we had that conversation where it's like that was a big thing of like having to grind and be up till 2-3 in the morning and then up early and in the thrift stores. But you know, definitely I think when I transitioned to be that support with him, it's like you ain't got to do all that. Not saying you're not still gonna grind,
right?
But your grind's gonna look a little different. It should, anyways.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It should look different because you have the freedom and flexibility to take a break or breathe, or like he knows, like I'll be quick to take a nap in the middle of the day. Yeah. I love it. I ain't got no shame in it because working in a college setting, you know, and literally from early in the morning and with my job, we would work 10-hour shifts. So it would be 10 hours. So I never had like breaks during the day. What? No,
what was that?
I was horrible, like, and it wasn't good, but I literally would skip lunch breaks because I would be so busy. Like I would go all day, you know.
Bro, like when she was pregnant with Jeremiah, this is crazy. Like, it would get, you know, she was literally grinding so hard on her job, where like she would forget, like she was pregnant, she'll forget, you know, meals or whatever, and she wasn't doing it purposely. Yeah. And I remember one time. One time we went out with my with the the school that I taught at, like a lot of the, you know, my coworkers, we went out to some,
it was like a
poetry night or something, and like, bro, like it scared the crap out of me. Like she was like, babe, and she passed out.
Wow.
She fainted.
Yeah. And like, I was probably like 6 months pregnant.
Yeah, about 6 months pregnant. And like I was like yo, call 911. I mean, I was in other, you know, coworker team. Like she fainted, bro. Like she was like, babe, and like,
but it's
passed
like
out.
I had came straight from work, then came home, and then we went to the event. And it's like I think what it was is it wasn't any seats, so we had to like stand up at the event or whatnot. And I was good 1 minute, and then the next minute, like I couldn't see anything. And like literally, I thank God that I was able to say babe, because he was able to run behind me and catch me, so I didn't fall. But that was like a real wake-up call, because it's like, again, when you have these intense jobs and 9-to-5s, I won't say they don't care about you, but they ain't gonna be complaining if you grinding because you get results done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But your personal well-being, your personal health and taking care of yourself, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times that takes a back burner. So for me now, when I'm in the business and like I may drop the kids off, I work on some items. Like he said, I'll list a whole bunch. If it's 1 o'clock and I'm ahead, I'm going to go take a nap. I'm going to get my blanket. I'm going to get my little heater. I'm going to get I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna get something to eat, and I'm gonna go pick the kids up. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll ship packages later. But I think for me, it's just made me that much more grateful for the resale business because it gives me the lifestyle that I've always wanted.
Yeah, and she got, she got to sign that sign in, clock in sheet too. So, let me know.
You want me to say something smart on camera? I ain't
gonna to say, yo, what y'all gotta.
I ain't gonna do it. He want me to show how to kill.
But now, I be telling me like, babe, like you work for yourself. Like, if you need to take a nap, go take a nap.
And I
you know what I'm saying?
I do.
Just.
But I mean, but the thing is, like, when you master your business, and like you said, it's your business. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You make the schedule that you need to. Even in the evening times, like I love being available for my kids. Like I used to always be on my laptop working on stuff. And I remember my daughter one day was just like, Mom, you're always on your laptop. You're always working, even when you're home. And I was like, dang, she right. You know what I'm saying? Like when your child can kind of check you, that was like, okay, let me. This was when, of course, I was working the 9 to 5, but now, so it's like me and the kids will go for a walk in the evening. We'll do, like riding our bikes or whatever. But I'm definitely intentional about just being available and present, kind of like what Don was saying before.
No, that's really good. That's really good. So what does your day really look like now for both of you guys? Like, because I know you were talking about taking naps and stuff like that. I need to do that. Like that is.
It rests the life, Akil. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? You wake up a new man.
You feel me? My hair might get longer. I don't know. Like, how was your days like structured? Because I gotta learn that piece.
Yeah, I think depending on the day of the week, like I said, we adjusted our days for YouTube versus the business. So like, for instance, right now with our son, he's not in like school yet. My mom watches him. So usually Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, she has our son. So we know anything regarding the business, those 3 days, we're going to be grinding it out. Right. So for instance, like on a Monday, we'll usually use that day to record. We just hit the ground running in the week. So Derek has time to edit the videos throughout the week, So like a Monday, straight record day. And then come Tuesday, that may be a day like we're packaging orders. We're getting orders shipped out. He's working on editing the videos. I'm getting orders. Wednesday, we have our son. And so usually, as y'all see, we do like thrifting videos where we may go out thrifting and we have Jeremiah with us. Yeah. Those are those days. You know what I'm saying? So we're out the whole day just thrifting, getting new inventory. By Thursday, you know what I'm saying? Like we may do another video or we're listing and he's cleaning items because, sometimes you got to clean the items that we pick up on Wednesday. And then Friday, usually we're chilling because our daughter actually only has half a day at school. Yeah. So usually that's like our shorter days. Like, so Friday, you know what I'm saying? Sure, like packaging orders and stuff like that. But, it really is kind of flexible. I just think, because
the weekend, we really don't do much of like.
Yeah. I mean, we'll still like, if I feel like listing or if I feel like taking
packaging up some orders. Yeah. But for the most part, we just be chilling. Like,
yeah. And really with orders, like, I told Derek, I usually try to be way ahead with our orders. Like we have 2-day handling time with our store. But if I can, like, I'm going to go ahead and grab the items. Like, we try to package and ship daily, you know what I'm saying? Right. Because people love getting their orders quick. So I'm like, hey, if I got time and I can grab it real quick while I'm on the way to get the kids, I'm going to do it, Right. So, because like I said, even our son now, he's like, Mommy, we got packages? I'm like, yes, son, come on, And he already knows the routine because I'm like, you just have to incorporate it into your life because it's always going to be stuff going on.
You know how to scan?
Yes, he actually does know how to scan packages.
Yeah.
I told you he's in that phase if I can do it myself. I just have to make sure it's not an invalid barcode and he scans something else on it. But he'll scan packages.
The 3-year-old you talking about?
You said what?
I said, then this is Jeremiah. This is the 3-year-old.
Yeah, it's a 3-year-old. Like literally, he'll come and he knows how to grab, especially like our first class, like the smaller packages. It's like lightweight and stuff. Yeah, he'll scan all of those for us.
That's amazing. You guys
at the post office, so
even I gotta watch him because the other day I had like a thing, and we have like this big bag we put the packages in, and after we finish, I'm doing the receipt. You know what I'm saying? Because I always get the receipt emailed to me, so I'm putting in my email. I turn around, and the whole bag is on top of Jeremiah, and he's like running around the post office, like, and all you see is 2 little feet and the bag on top. And like everybody in the post office was cracking up. And I'm just like, Jeremiah. And so it was hilarious, but he was thinking it was a game. And so, You know, you just have to be
he's learning so much, because just imagine by the time he's 12 and he's 15, he might have his own eBay or
like legit.
Yeah, he gonna be crazy.
Yeah, because I mean, even now he'll ask, "You got packages, mommy?" or "You got packages, daddy?" I'm like, "Yes, son, we got packages." You know, so we'll watch a movie and I may be packaging up sometimes, but it's kind of cool, you know, like we were saying earlier, when you can really make it a family business. So he has his stuff he does. Our daughters, you know, she helps us out. Yep. Derek is cleaning. I'm pat. So it's like literally it is a family affair for real, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Another question from Jay. He says, have you ever thought on doing a group source, like take trips to visit each other and go sourcing as a group? Yeah, I mean, we was low-key talking about that.
Yeah.
Atlanta. I know I need to because just to link up with y'all, whether I find stuff sourcing or not, you know. That's
you gonna find some stuff, bro. But yeah.
Yeah. And even like when we went to Alabama, that wasn't even a planned trip. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as crazy, like meeting up, like we literally were going, we were in Alabama. Derek was like, "Hey, let's hit up Regina."
Yeah.
And she just happened to be at the thrift store while we were at the thrift store in Alabama. And we were only like 20 minutes from each other.
And then she was like, "Derek is down here too."
Mm-hmm. Like completely random, bro.
And then because Derek was with Prisoner Prophet. Mm-hmm. So like Derek was like Prisoner Prophet, I guess, was gonna hit us up because he was passing through, I think, Atlanta or something. But like, you know, we was all in Alabama, and I'm like, this is crazy, bro. Like,
right. Yeah. And then it turned into a whole meetup. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's like when you a reseller, it's like whether we on vacation or not, like, hey, we always got our eyes open.
Yeah.
You know. Right. So that's cool though.
And low key, just as a quick tip, one thing that I do, and I gotta share this with people just in case they don't think about it. But when it comes to the YouTube and the eBay, the good thing is every trip I take, I always do something business related. I'm sourcing, I'm recording a video, I'm doing something, and then you write that off when it comes to your taxes. You know what I mean? Like that's how you really play the game. And the thing is, it's like you're in the thrift store, you're making your purchases, you're sourcing, and you got it on footage, on you documenting
it. Yeah,
that's true.
To me, that's the best part of it.
So win-win.
Yeah,
it's a win-win.
Huge win-win. Huge win. You definitely got to plan a trip. We might end up coming to Atlanta because I mean I wouldn't see why not, unless y'all want to pull up to Arizona in the summer.
What you trying to do, boo?
Man, that thing gonna be at 200 degrees. Well, I'm gonna come back with. I went to Florida. When last summer.
Yeah, we went to Disney.
Man, I was out there hooping. Man, when it's a different type of heat, bro.
It's like that humid heat.
Oh. I got back to Atlanta, like my whole, you know, I'm bald, whatever. So like my whole head, bro, like
I can't see.
Exactly. I'm like, babe, I'm pretty sure.
It just got like, it was just dry skin all on my head, just peeling off and stuff. And I'm over here like, yo, what the?
Acting brand new.
I'm like, but it was because of the sun, man, was just beaming on it, you know. Mm-hmm. In Arizona, I know it's probably even hotter, man. So
it's worse. It's not that humid, disgusting heat where it's like you feel sticky, but
it's just dry.
Like dry heat. Like as soon as you open the door, it just hits your face. You just can't do nothing. So
so maybe like when it cool off, you know, when it starts getting. I mean, like I don't even know how cold it get there, but
but that would be cool though to go to Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be dope.
Make it happen. We pull up there, then y'all pull up on us, and we just, you know.
Oh yeah,
I'm with it. I'm with it. We're gonna wrap up soon, but we got one question from Yvette. Time goes by so fast. As young parents, what are your wishes for your children and the continued success of your business? That's a good way to.
Great question.
Close up.
Great question.
I could take this one first. I gotta think about it.
Okay.
Okay. Continued success of your business.
And what are your wishes for your children?
Yeah, really for them, man. Like we tell our kids, you know, like every day to be godly leaders, you know.
Yeah.
You know, because the thing is like, because we're in the ministry, whatever. But I remember we used to be youth pastors, and it's so funny because a lot of parents would come up to us and they'll say, you know, how do I get my kid to do this and to do that and da da da. But it's like a lot of parents, and these are youth like high school. Mm-hmm. And you know, like it's gonna come a time as a parent that you're gonna have to, you know, give your child over to God and allow God to lead them and guide them throughout this life. Mm-hmm. You can't, you know what I'm saying, baby them or be there, like, you know what I'm saying? Throughout their whole life.
Yeah.
So it's like really with our kids, man, like teaching them character, integrity, you know what I mean? Just really, man, like just teaching them how to not have to rely on anybody, but you can, you know, become successful. You know, you can basically become successful by your hard work and, you know, using different strategies that we're showing you, that you see other people that we're connected to that are doing this stuff, but really them just seeing us, not just telling them like do this, but we're showing them so that they're able to do it. But really, yeah, just you know, we want to see them, you know, grow up and develop and, you know, love God and love people.
Yeah. That's it. And just things that matter. You know what I'm saying? Because I think, especially in today's generation, it's so much going on out there. And it's like, you can't shield your kids from everything. But our thing is like, how can you teach your kids to be a light? Whatever sphere of influence they find themselves in. You know what I'm saying? And not just putting on, but like genuinely being people that care about other people, or that, you know, if somebody's being bullied or whatever, like you're the one that stands up for that.
And you beat them up, bro. Like that's how you hit now.
Right. You ain't gonna get no arguments from us. You know what I'm saying?
I tell people all the time, they be like, you know, bullies aren't good. I'm like, hey man, listen. I remember when I was in middle school, a dude tried to bully me, and I went and told my older brother. I got 2 older brothers. I went and told them like, hey man, this dude at the school, you keep messing with me. They was like, man, beat him up. They was like, what you doing, man? Like, handle that. Right. You know, I grew up in the hood, whatever. So they was like, man, you acting all weak, bro. So literally, he did it again, man, and I punched him, and he stumbled back. After that day, I have no issues from him ever again. But I mean, that ain't how you handle bullies, y'all. You know,
no. About to say, I know it's younger people that watch my shows because I could see the analytics. Let's not be that people. Right. Honestly, I believe that's how you handle bullies.
Yeah.
Not physically all the time, but you kind of have to, you know,
put them in their place.
Put them in their place, whether it's with your words, whether it's sometimes it may have to get physical, but I just don't like the direction everybody's talking now, where it's like, oh, bullying is so bad. Like bullying, I mean, it is bad.
You need bullies in school, man. You do. Because it builds you up, because it's like when you become an adult and then life is hitting you. Life is telling you ain't nothing. You ain't gonna be successful and stuff. It's like, nah, you're gonna stand up to that, you know what I'm saying, bully in life, and you're gonna tell that bully, nah, I'm gonna be successful.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I will accomplish my goals. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, if your goal is making 6 figures, I'm gonna make 6 figures in my business. Like, you standing up to it. So
even kind of going back to Yvette's question about the continued success in business, like it's a mindset, you know what I'm saying? Like, because the opportunities are out here, like legit, you know. And I think that's one thing for us is like, we do believe like God gives you a skill set, or God gives you talent. It's just what you do with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the sky's the limit. Like if you're working a 9 to 5 and you want the freedom and flexibility, you can, like, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. It's just putting the plan together. You know, I'm not saying just go and quit your job tomorrow without no plan. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, just using the wisdom to have the success that you desire, whether it's in business, if it's in family, marriage, relationships, like your health goal, whatever the case may be, the mindset that, like Derek said, you can do it.
And also, man, to add to that, it's like, I know a lot of people, you know, they're like, you know, having your own business is everything. And, you know, like we say, like having being a full-time reseller or having your own business is not always like success. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like there's some people who have a 9 to 5 and they're successful. Like they love their 9 to 5. And there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not built to become, you know, entrepreneurs or business owners or whatever, you know, but it's like whatever lane you're in, like become successful in that, you know what I'm saying? Have a grind, have, like you said, the discipline, you know, to really accomplish what you want to accomplish and stuff. Yeah. You know? So.
I love that. I love that. As you guys were talking, I was just thinking of like, what are my wishes for Sage? And of course, it's like a million things that I wish.
Right.
Just one thing in like a nutshell, but just to have the options. You know what I mean? Like the freedom of choice and the freedom to not make decisions out of desperation. You know what I mean?
That's good.
It's one of those things where even as from a financial standpoint, I know just the setup that we created for her now, her life is going to be completely different to mine. Completely.
Yeah.
I grew up in New York in the 90s when it was really New York and really Brooklyn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she's going to have a completely different outlook on life, but having the freedom and the mindset to say, okay, I have the option to go to school, I could run a business, I can dance here, I can play this instrument, like just the options to live a full life.
Yeah,
that's success.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
Big.
Yeah, we agree. We agree.
So yeah, I think that was all the questions we had. I kept y'all for an hour. I know I didn't want to run it up too much, but man, I appreciate y'all time. Right before we wrap up, let everybody know where they can find you. I've definitely linked your channel in the description below. So if you guys haven't already checked them out, subscribe to the channel, but let everybody know where they can find you and anything you want to plug.
Yeah, you can find us on, of course, YouTube, but Instagram at the ATL Flippers. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, we have a premiere tonight at 9 p.m. A video that we're going to be premiering on our channel. So if you guys want to, hop on there, we'll be in a live chat, chopping it up with you all.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. We found some really great stuff. This was one of our thrift days with Jeremiah, and he alone can have his own YouTube channel called the Little Flipper. Like legit.
I love it.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good video. So, check that out. And appreciate it, Kill, for having us.
Definitely.
Yeah, man, this was great. Y'all was preaching today. I needed this. I needed this more than y'all know. For sure.
We love it. We love it. Definitely give our love to Dom. You know what I'm saying? A little Sage. It's all good. But family business, it is possible to do it. That's my thing. I think, one quick thing is like for me, I always thought, oh no, I can't work with my husband like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna let him do that. I'm gonna do my thing over here at the cop. But it's like now that I'm in it and we found the beauty in it, you know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely possible. Like I was a firm what do you call it? I was just against it, you know what I'm saying? But now that I'm in it and I see the value and the beauty in it, for anybody out there that's kind of battling or struggling or not sure, you know what I'm saying? Like it can be a very, very beautiful thing if you know how to work it.
Yeah. Just give it a shot and give it the time.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, y'all. Well, thanks again for y'all time. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. I don't even got no nice way to Thank y'all.
Awesome. Bye, you guys.
All right. Peace.